This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hi.
It's a remote day.
It is a remote motherfucking day, bitch.
It's a remote morning.
It's a remote, bitch. What time is it in New York?
It's 10:58, bitch.
Oh, damn, you're right. I don't know anything. The past couple of weeks have been crazy. My voice is still not 100%. It is 7:59 in the morning in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I woke up at 7 getting dragged today.
Oh, boo-hoo. Poor you. Poor little rich girl.
You just said it's 7 a.m. I'm like, yeah, so hard.
But you getting dragged so quick and you look gorgeous.
I got in yesterday and to New York and I went straight into a fitting and running errands and shit and I didn't I feel like I have airplane skin. Is that a thing? I don't know. It's dry and just not.
I know when your skin gets dry and flaky. I know
Yeah,
what you're
it's
talking
very,
about. I think it's a you thing. Well, it looks good on this blurred out monitor.
Good.
You look great. You look like Paris Filter.
Good. And I never wear a bang. This is very
I got bangs. Bangs! I got bangs!
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I'm like Violet Chachki.
It's based off our names.
So,
No, I love the hair. I love the look. I think you're slaying it. You look gorgeous.
thank you so much.
But anyways, my name is Violet Chachki.
And my name's Gottmik.
And you are watching another amazing episode of
No
Gorge.
No Gorge. Yes.
What is that sound I hear?
Girl, this hotel, I swear to God, when people ask me, they're like, oh, do you have a hotel preference? I'm like, no, bitch. Unless you're obviously going to put me at the Baccarat, I don't have a fucking hotel preference. Whatever. But now I'm going to start having a hotel preference. Something about New York is just, so crazy.
I hate
New
York.
New York, I literally love everyone that loves it. And I think that's so
Right.
fierce for you. But it's
Mhm.
you guys definitely have romanticized living like crackheads.
They're
There's no
sick.
way.
They're all sick crackheads.
You just don't get it.
They're sick in the head, crackheads. No, but let's
I
talk
literally
about
was,
New York.
My room being so crazy that I'm blaming my room, but it's my computer.
Let's talk
Blaming
about
all
York,
of New
though.
York, not even my room.
The whole city.
No, but it's crazy. I'm like, bro. I'm like,
babe.
all I need is a desk to get ready,
Literally.
a bathroom light, and that's really it.
And 24-hour room
A
service,
floor-length
maybe.
mirror is great. The fact that I'm like, girl, you might as
No.
well just give me a roommate. What are we doing?
New York is cursed.
It's a lot.
Cursed.
Wait, you went last week. We were in PV, and if you didn't watch that, check that out.
You miss girl. A jellyfish literally stung my.
Because it's such
No,
a fun vlog. I love
The
vlogging
craziest
now.
part about that vlog is I'm gonna say we barely scratched the surface of what really went down in PV.
Oh, we never even talked about it. We never even
Darling,
told the stories. We just
the
vlogged.
stuff that was not videoed.
So crazy. And then Violet flew to LA. We land in LA and she's like, my flight's at XYZ. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, I'm like, you mean you have to be back at the airport in 3 hours? And
Yes.
she's like, literally, yes.
Well, I was supposed to go to off Sunset in Los Angeles, so I cut my flight from PV early, and then we got to PV and we were like, wait, this is the best time I'm ever having. This is queer joy. Let's stay. So we kept pushing our PV flight. I pushed it so far that I had to land in LA. I had 3 or 4 hours in LA and then had to go to New York to go to the opening of Gitano, which is now a permanent restaurant. I guess it's in the financial district. It's on the pier. I don't know the geography of New York at all.
Me either. I never will.
Whatever will. I don't care.
I barely know
lived
where
there.
I live.
I used to live there.
Yeah. But you
But I
looked amazed,
performed
so
with
I was
FKA Twigs in New York on Thursday night, and it was so glam, so fun. I performed Kylie Minogue Confide in Me, and I usually do that number with Fire fans, but they wouldn't allow me to do Fire inside, which is so annoying. So I use these like really cool like weighted veils, which I'm gonna start using more because they're just so fab. And anyways, yeah, PV. We don't need to talk about all the stories
We
this
like can't
episode.
talk about
We
all
can't.
the
We can't. Like
stories
there'll
yet
be
because like
future
you
episodes.
guys, we will like get into them, but like right now also I'm like we're like
I haven't even talked to you about them.
no,
Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm like we haven't even like we've been so busy we haven't even had time to like for us to talk about everything, and it's like we have to talk about
so
we
much,
so much. It's like psychotic.
so much. Like
But anyway, so what you like broke your phone?
so, I go out to Chachano. I'm like fresh off PV, feeling my fantasy, and I go to Chachano, I turn it, I look so cunt, and then I love all my New York friends. Like, I really love the people that live there. They're all crackheads. Then we go out afterwards to this place called Nines, I think. I don't even know. I just, at
We
this
went
point,
to it was a party called like I don't even know, but I heard all
Inferno.
about it.
I think it was called Inferno.
Inferno.
It was so cunt. It's, but the thing about New York is everything is so packed, so little.
Yeah.
And
No.
everyone's just like shoving and da-da-da. And I'm in full amazing hooker drag. And I'm like getting, and I just, at this point, I give up. My friends just like start dragging me around town and feeding me whatever the fuck. And there's a I just remember there being a gorgeous room. It was decorated so gorgeous at Inferno. And there's like a DJ in the middle of the room, like with decks. And it looks like he's like almost like playing the piano about it. And there's a real life giant candelabra with real candles in the middle of the
Oh,
on the
that can
decks. And
happen,
there's
but you can't do fire fans.
but I
God,
can't do fucking fire
and
fans.
I
Like, grow
can't
the
do my
fuck up.
fucking grinder number. Like, okay.
Like, shut the fuck up. Like, fire marshals. It was really fab. I had a fabulous time. And then I had a flight at like 11 or no, at noon the next day. So I go to my gig Thursday. Thursday night, I go out all night till like whatever, 6, 7, 8 in the morning. My flight is at noon. While I'm dancing at Inferno or somewhere along the line, Miss Violet became me and I broke my fucking phone.
But
Like
how?
something happened. I don't
Wait,
know.
so
I
the
had a new
phone
purse.
screen
My phone was in
cracked?
the purse. In New York is just chaotic. It's just chaos and crackheads. I'm getting pushed and shoved and dancing and phones falling. I don't know. Phone fell and
Mm,
broke.
mm.
Like the screen itself like didn't crack. The screen didn't crack, but the display like went kaput. But then I'm like with Matt, our editor. Hey Matt, thanks for saving my life. I'm like, okay, well, I have to get on this flight because I have Kylie Minogue tickets in Los Angeles, closing night of her tour. And if you guys don't know out there, like Kylie Minogue is like my number fucking one diva of life. You bitches don't know. Like when Padam came out and was like popular, I was like, fuck all of you. Like I've
That's
been
me
here
with
from the
Abracadabra and Gaga. I'm like gatekeeping your favorite pop
gatekeeping,
star is funny. I love it.
gatekeeping your pop star, gatekeeping. I'm a gatekeeper.
Have
I'm a
to.
Kylie gatekeeper.
Yeah. How dare you like him?
Yeah, it's like, oh, now
Him.
you like her because it's a TikTok song. Ooh, loser. So I had to make this flight. So luckily, Matt showed me that you can mirror your iPhone to your computer screen, and like I was ordering my Ubers on my laptop. So I like woke up, packed all my, or didn't wake up. I just got back to the hotel room, figured out how to mirror my iPhone to my MacBook, packed all my shit frantically, and like hauled ass to the airport. Also, by the way, the traffic in New York, it took me 2.5 hours to get from the airport to the financial district. I could have fucking walked faster, I think.
Girl, we were supposed to shoot this podcast yesterday, and so I was like, oh, like I like landed and I had a fitting. That's all I had to do yesterday, and I was like, oh, we're supposed to film the podcast though. Like I can't like go
Gorgeous.
out, and then you like weren't responding. I was like, oh, she's probably like asleep, like whatever. And then everyone was like in Brooklyn at these like daytime like party moments, and I was like, well, I don't know, like whatever. And I was like, I guess I could just go and say hi and like be like literally
No,
just like leave any
that's like a
minute.
3-hour journey.
Literally, I drive. I'm like, we have been in the car for like 35 minutes. And I'm like, that's crazy. And then I'm like, and then I finally get there and I'm like locked in. And then you finally woke up and I looked and I was like eating food with everyone. And I was like, okay, literally by the time I get the check, get out of here, drive back, that's gonna be like an hour and a half. Like, and I'm like, that is
Forget
so
it.
crazy. Like, Today I
Fucking
got this
forget it.
coffee,
People
35 minutes.
people that live in New York are sick in the head.
I think they're
They
just
have
used to
mental
roughing
illness,
it.
love.
They're
They're
used to roughing
crackheads.
it, or they're like billionaires or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're either billionaires or they're crackheads or a combo. I've ran into those before.
Yeah, so airport.
But it took forever to get anywhere. And people complain about LA traffic, but I'm like, dude, you realize how big LA is? Like, when we're talking about LA traffic, we're talking about going from Santa Monica to downtown. That's like 7 Manhattans.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, no, duh, it takes a long time. Like, we're traveling the length of a whole fucking country.
Yeah.
People like don't realize how big LA is. And like, yeah,
Yeah.
there's gonna be traffic at rush hour times for sure. But like New York, we're not going long distances. Like it's right there.
I know it's so annoying. It's easier to walk.
It's
That's why
easier to
everyone
walk.
walks.
You know how many fashion shows me and Miss Fame missed, and we had to run. We were in Louboutins running to the fashion shows and trying because we were stuck in a fucking car
You at New York Fashion Week.
back when it was actually relevant. Anyway, I digress. So I make my flight. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just like deal with this phone later. Mind you, I have a guy staying with me.
Yeah. Wait, you need to talk about that.
No, I can't. He's asleep in the other room.
Okay, so that's for next week.
If he leaves,
What?
I'm just kidding. He's leaving. He's definitely leaving. I think. I don't know. Doesn't matter. The point is that I'm like, okay, phone's broken. I have a guy staying with me. I need to see Kylie Minogue. And the main reason the guy's staying with me is because he loves Kylie Minogue. And no one in LA, like, no one knows the songs. No one knows anything. Like, no, I have not met a Kylie fan in my whole life. I haven't.
All right.
You don't know her songs. Name
Literally,
name
all
5
we
of her
do is
songs.
listen to Kylie together.
Name
I
5.
literally-
Name 5 songs.
Literally, all we do is listen to Kylie.
Yeah, because I shove it down your throat. That's like
that is
I
not true.
became into Rob Zombie because of you, but I can only name like 2 songs.
Right. Well, whatever.
Anyways, so fuck it. I'm like, okay, I don't have a phone. So I make it home. I'm using my laptop at LAX when I land to call the Ubers. And like using my hotspot from my phone to hotspot on the laptop to call the Uber to mirror the car to get it. So I get the fucking Uber, I get in the car, I get home. I'm like, okay, whatever. Don't care. Like Kylie Minogue's tonight, like rinse, get ready, go see Kylie. She was fucking incredible. Like,
God.
I love her so much. Like, live vocals, costume changes, visuals, not too much production, simple, sleek, effective. She's not trying to reinvent the wheel. She's not trying to do too much. She's not doing too little, though.
Yeah.
Continuous visuals, continuous music, a show, a fucking party. She's doing a cappella. She's doing requests. She's talking to the fans.
Requests?
Like she like did a moment where she was like, "What should I sing next?" And everyone was like, "The one in your eyes, cherry bomb!" Like I was like screaming at her, and I'm wearing my Kylie Minogue shirt from like 1982. Like I have like the OG Kylie merch where she looks like a baby,
Mhm.
and I'm like, and she like goes to this like part of the stage because I have floor seats, and she's like literally like arms reach from me, and
Mhm.
I'm like. And we've messaged and we've met, and I'm like trying to get her attention. I really want her to sign my shirt, and like I'm sure she thinks I'm a freak because I'm like obsessed with her. Like this, she's like the only I like
Yeah.
don't care about celebrities. Like I just
Yeah.
like don't. Kylie Minogue is like a goddess to me. Like I
literally.
fucking worship her. Her discography is so big. Like there could be she could do 7 concerts and there still would be songs I'm like, well, she didn't play fucking Cherry Bomb.
Yeah.
If you don't know, Cherry Bomb is such a banger of hers that no one knows about. And it is so good. And I used to perform it all the time. And I think I'm trying to get it remixed so I can start playing it in my DJ sets because it is such a good song. And I think my dream is to actually like work with Kylie one day.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw that
Put it
out
out
there.
there.
But anyways, so then we're at the Kylie Minogue show and Jesse, I'm like taking pictures with the cardboard cutout because I'm
Mhm.
like, I want my shirt, I want the picture, da 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 da. And Jesse comes up and then people are asking me for photos. Jesse comes up, he's like, "Can I have a photo?" And jokes. And I'm like, ha ha ha. And he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go say hi to her." And I'm like,
Mhm.
And he's like, "Well, I'm because he wrote a lot of her songs on her new album." So I'm like, trying to come and I don't have a wristband. And so we like find the like VIP like after party area and I just like run back with him and they caught me. And they were
No.
like, no wristband, get out of here. And it was so embarrassing. It was a very humbling experience for me. And then so I dilly-daddled around for like an hour and I hung out with some other people that were like also waiting for their wristbands to go meet her. Never happened.
All right, Gorge, this podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place.
From consultations to events and experiences, showcase your offerings with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. Get paid on time with professional on-brand invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Squarespace makes it easy to showcase your expertise and engage clients with video content on your website. Upload and organize your videos, create stunning video libraries, and even monetize your content by adding a paywall. Perfect for online courses, exclusive tutorials, and premium workshops.
Check out squarespace.com/nogorge for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code NOGORGE to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I can't sing Kylie's praises enough, but I will shut up about it. But it was fucking incredible. She's fucking amazing. The microphone was on. And then it malfunctioned and it was off. And I was like, yeah, because she's singing live, bitches. It's not. And it's like, it was just, and she did Confide in Me. And I had just performed Confide in Me at Gitano the night before. So it was like. And the way she performed Confide in Me, she was like also wearing a cover up. And I was like, I wear a cover up when I do Confide in Me. I was like, wait. Did she see my video?
You are crazy. That is
I
so
am.
funny.
I'm
That's
crazy. I'm crazy.
I mean, I'm the same fucking way. When I brought Violet to see Rob Zombie, I was crazy. I was like, we have to go now. We have to go out. Like, I was like freaking out.
I got mad at you because
You
there was
literally
literally
got mad
an
at me.
hour time chain. Like Alice Cooper had gone on before, which Alice Cooper honestly ate it up. That was great.
They were both amazing.
They were both amazing.
Mike's on.
Mics were on for Alice Cooper. It was fucking amazing. But there was an hour time change, and it wasn't like it was packed, but like we had pit seats.
Yeah.
So like, and like it's a rock show. We could have just shoved to the front. So I'm like, okay, let me go like get a hot dog and a smooth like a icy.
The rock shows are where you can't shove to the front because they're all freaks, scary old men.
You shoved to the front at Lady Gaga at Coachella. I think we could manage Rob Zombie
at Gaga, but it's like a fucking scary straight couple.
Yeah,
like,
and some scary straight guy tried to beat me up at the fucking
see?
line,
It
and I
happened.
fucking was ready to throw hands.
Yeah,
My
those rock
voice
shows are
gets
not one to
deeper.
play with.
Did you were there, right?
Yes.
We were at Rob Zombie, and some guy, I like am ordering us all drinks, and you guys are in the merch booth, you and Hunter, because you guys both love Rob Zombie, which is great. And I'm ordering us drinks, and you guys like come to meet me at the drink line, and it's the same amount of drinks are being ordered. Like I was gonna order drinks for everybody, same amount of drinks.
Yeah.
And the guy like shoves me and is like, and he's drunk, and he's like, fucking beer. And I'm like, don't you ever fucking put your fucking hands on me ever again. I don't give a fuck. And I get
the rock
so
show
butch.
energy. Something about it.
I think it only happens a few times a year when I get like,
Yeah.
don't with me. Like
Yeah,
for real about it.
Yeah.
And my voice drops like 3 octaves.
Yeah. When it happens, I'm like,
Honey, she exists in multitudes. Know that 100%. Anyways, so it was amazing. Kylie was amazing. I had the best time ever. And like, I love her even more. She did confide in me, and it was the most, and I was getting inspired. I've been getting inspired by shows, and Gaga inspired me. Kylie's inspired me.
Gaga
The
is
strippers in Puerto
going-
Vallarta inspired me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm jealous. Well, we have to go again.
Oh, we're going again.
I want to
in
go.
the
I'm
UK.
jealous. I like. Obviously, you're Kylie's number one, but I like love Kylie too. I was like jealous
Well, I'm gonna go again because I missed the
And
first
Jodie
3
Harsh is
songs.
fucking opening with her.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go and see Jodie. Rita Ora was opening in LA, and
Uh-huh.
I love Rita Ora, as a friend. I couldn't name a single song if you had a gun to my head. Love you,
Yeah.
Rita. Um, so we missed the first 2 or 3 songs of Kylie's. I missed Get Out of My Way, and I'm pissed
Wait, why?
because we were late.
What were you doing?
We were at Soho House eating
Mm.
food
Okay.
and being cute. Soho Warehouse,
Mm,
very cute.
love that.
But because I didn't have my phone, it was hard to get into Soho Warehouse. It was hard to do everything. So I had to
Right.
rely on this man to do everything because my phone was still broken. So then I had to go. I took my man. He's not my man, by the way. He's just a friend who's visiting. But and I'm showing him LA, and I'm like, we have to go to the Grove to fix my phone.
Yeah.
So I take him to the Grove on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And if you guys know LA, I would say the Grove is the most central part of LA. It's kind of like the guiding star, no?
It kind of is, but I am a Grove stan, and I feel like if you're a Grove hater, you're a loser.
I'm
love
a
the
Grove. I'm a polarizing Grove diva.
Grove at Christmas time, that's Christmas,
Hits.
baby. That's
Hits.
Christmas.
Grove, that is Christmas. The Grove at Christmas time and for the movies, that's a good movie theater to go to.
It's amazing. I just love the vibes. Bitch,
The
sit me
vibes,
down with a Wetzel
Cheesecake
pretzel in the
Factory.
Grove Park by the fountain. I will be living. I'm peak happy there.
Well, so I go to the Grove and I'm like, okay, well, I need Le Labo soap. So I go and I drop $200 on Le Labo soaps and lotions. Needed it. I needed it. I was
Mhm.
embarrassed to have non-Le Labo. I guess
Okay.
I'm a beige gay.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm you're transforming.
I'm the beige gay. It's gone
You
full
bring
circle.
one
Suddenly the
beige gay
Kunst is
over at your
me.
house to stay, and you have a Tom Ford coffee table book when I come home. I'm like, oh,
Oh no, I have other coffee table books though.
okay.
So I got the Le Labo and then I'm like, okay, got the phone fixed. Luckily, there's this amazing, I'm assuming lesbian, could be non-binary, trans man person. Don't know, don't want to assume, but name's Flo at the Apple Store at the Grove. Shout out to you, Flo. Slayed it, absolutely slayed it. Got all my shit backed up, got my screen fixed, did everything. And then I went to my favorite candy store, which is also in the farmer's market at the Grove, and got my favorite candy. I'm never on the west side anymore.
Yeah.
I'm an east side girl.
Mhm.
And yeah, absolutely slayed it.
Wait, what happened at the
And
Grove? You told me something happened.
oh fucking
Me and Violet actually haven't talked, so I'm so obsessed.
oh my god.
What happened?
So we're wrapping everything up. First of all, there's a limo. I valeted my car. So there's a limo at the valet. And I'm like, who the fuck took a limo to the Grove?
Mm-hmm.
What
That'd
is
be me.
that's
That'd be me.
so funny. So then we're waiting for my car to get pulled around. I've got everything. I'm all sorted out. And the guy that we met in Puerto Vallarta, the 24-year-old, remember at when we were having dinner at the very end of the night, and he was like, my boyfriend, I tweeted about him in
Yes.
Miami and da-da-da. He is there
What?
at valet, and he's like, hey, I remember you. And I'm like, oh, you're that 24-year-old who is an idiot. Got it. Basically, I was like, oh, and he's with all his friends, and I'm like, so what happened? Did you tell? He's like, yeah, I sent my guy flowers. Anyways, that's not even the weirdest part. It was weird that he was there. So as he's talking to me, this lady comes up to me, and she's hair, blonde, coiffed, Birkin, Chanel suit, done, earrings, jewelry, done. Comes up to me and goes, your energy is amazing. I can feel your energy. I'm on FaceTime with my daughter, and she's saying that there's something about a makeup artist or something about what do you do? Who are you? You're somebody. What do you do? And I'm like, she's like, are you famous? And I'm like, kinda, yeah, do you do videos on YouTube? And I'm like, yes. Your energy is beautiful. I can feel your energy. You're radiating energy. I feel it. Let me give you a reading. And gives me her card. And I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks, Gorge. Love ya. And she's like, no, let me give you a reading right now. Complimentary. I'm like, well, my car is getting pulled up. The valet takes a sip of her Erewhon pink smoothie. No, come right on this bench right here. I have to give you a reading right now. And I'm like, okay. So I go and I sit at the bench at the valet at the Grove and get a full psychic reading from this lady drinking an Erewhon smoothie.
Okay.
She clocks my tea. Well, the stuff she was saying it was like vague enough, but like it did like resonate. I was like, yes, that is all true. My car is pulling up soon. She's like, let me align your chakras right now. Right now. And I'm like, I love you. I have to go. I have your card. I'm going to call you. I love your energy. I love what you just said. And I believe it. And like, this is the craziest thing ever. I don't know.
Well, take it
Like-
in the spirit of the Grove.
The spirit of the motherfucking Grove.
Spirit of the
bitch.
Grove.
It was
buddy.
crazy.
That
Like,
is crazy.
it was like a skit. It was like a parody of Los Angeles. Like, I can't even
That
describe it.
sounds like it. And just
There
like
we're at
imagining
the
like what you were
Grove.
wearing and stuff. I'm like, oh my god. She like was like, oh this.
She said, I can feel your energy. And I was in a really good mood.
There you go.
Love and light, peace and blessings.
Love and light.
So that was crazy. And it's like, I'm like, I don't want to say what she said because it's like, it was so crazy.
Also, I love that we were also supposed to film our podcast that day, but Violet had to go fix her phone at the Grove. It took
I
like
was at the Apple store for like 7 hours.
yeah, and then I'm like sitting at home, like charging the mics, like setting up the studio, like waiting around, getting her chakras aligned at the Grove.
No, she wanted to align my chakras, just my reading.
bitch,
But
I'm
I
done.
think I'm gonna call her. Like literally, maybe my phone broke in New York so that I could go to the Grove, so that I could meet this lady.
Honestly, yeah.
Ever
I'm
think
not
about that?
I won't diss it. I
Eugene,
love it. I love that.
say hi to No Gorge.
Eugene is saying hi. But love that.
Eugene's on camera.
But yeah, I love that. That's crazy. And then you got your phone fixed.
Got my phone fixed, and not having my phone for like a full day was like kind of cathartic and beautiful. But
Yeah, it's major.
I never-
yeah, and then
just-
I went to New York, which also like, why didn't I just go with you to New York? Like, Violet, you were like so stressed with like all the stuff.
so
like,
stressed.
so stressed and busy, and like we literally flew home together. It's like, why didn't I just go to New York?
I don't know.
So
It was
weird.
so fun.
Literally no.
It's
and so
crazy
like-
because
and
I went
so
to New York, I turned it, and then you're in New York now, and they're like, Violet was just here turning it. And they were
Literally, I
asking-
went out yesterday. Well, and then so we were supposed to film, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna turn it today, like whatever. And then Violet's like, you ended up like sleeping and whatever. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just like turn it a little, but I still have to like go to bed and wake up really early and blah blah blah. So I was like out, and it's just like so many people. It was like the opening of this like new venue, and it was like so fun. It was like a daytime moment, and everyone was like, oh my god, we have you and Violet. I was like, we actually just like switched.
Swapped.
Like we literally like tagged each other off to you guys, and they were like,
Well-
Violet was like so funny and cunty and like da 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 da, and they were like, one was like, we were in this like small venue, and there was like a doorway to leave, and she blocked the whole doorway and wouldn't let anyone leave, and was telling everyone how amazing she was.
I do not remember. That was a lie. I do not remember doing that. I think there was a cheetah print carpet, and I had a cheetah print dress on, and so I laid down on the stairs to take a photo, which might have blocked traffic for 2 photo clicks. Get a grip, girlfriend.
It was funny, but he said it was everyone was.
No, I had
loving
so
him.
much fun with everyone. The New York friends are crackheads, but they're so fun.
So fun. Yeah, so I like had fun yesterday, but then got home at like 10 or whatever and just went to bed. Now I'm up, ready to work.
Yeah. Well, when I was there, everyone was like, "Where's Mick? Where's Mick? Where's Mick?" And I was like, "In LA. Like, we just got back from PV, and if I didn't have Kylie Minogue, I probably would have stayed in New York just to like party."
Yeah, it was just weird because I was like, you were like so stressed and like busy. I'm like, I literally could have just like helped and like gone with you, and then I'm like had to be here like a day later. I don't know why I didn't do that, but
It was very stressful, but I had to be back in LA for Kylie, so and
True.
thank God I did. I also still can't believe a jellyfish stung my.
Violet went into the ocean. We were like, everyone's leaving. Everyone's like, okay, let's go. And me and Violet were like, oh, let's go in the ocean and just like
Pee in the
fast.
ocean.
So I like go out in the ocean, and then like I felt a jellyfish sting my knee. But it was like really like chill, and like the only time I've been stung by a jellyfish was in Ibiza, And I was ChatGPTing this. I was like, what? Like my Ibiza one was like raised and fucked, and it hurt so bad. So this one, I was like, did something just like scratch? I was like, what was that? And then Violet, 2 seconds later, did the same thing I did. And I was like, oh, it's a fucking jellyfish. And so I
If
like grabbed
I-
her and I was like, let's go. And then she comes out and she's like, it stung my dick. Like, I was peeing and it stung my dick. And I was like, shut the fuck
I had
up.
my out of my Speedo and I was peeing. And I like, if I would have seen the jellyfish, like I would have been running and screaming like a fucking girl, like 100%. Even the piece of algae that touches me in the water, or like
Yeah.
a piece of seaweed or anything like
No,
that,
I grabbed you, bitch. And I was
no.
like, we gotta go. I was like,
literally on my head. You can see where, I wish I could show you. I could have shown you guys. Like you can see the like lacerations on my.
on the head. Like that's
And
the
so
worst.
I'm panicking,
And so
and
Violet,
we go to the bathroom, and I'm like, Mick, pee on me, pee on me.
literally.
And Mick pissed all over me because it was also on my hip and my thigh and my.
My neck, my back, lick my.
Yeah, she got it literally in 3 places. And I didn't even have to pee that bad because I was already peeing in the ocean. So I was like trying to save some up for each spot on Violet. And I'm like fucking standing. She's like sitting on the toilet and I'm standing and like aiming.
Peed. I cannot believe that was real. And
No,
that,
I'm like, this is like,
and
a
I was like, you have to pee
way-
on me. Like,
this is like a way more crazier version of like that Friends episode where like Joey pees on Monica. Like,
I mean, I guess
was-
that's just what friends do, but like,
that's what they said in Friends.
She's my friend and she needed help.
And he's like, I would have peed on any of you guys too.
If I had to, I'd pee on any one of you.
Because you guys, also, I saw a few comments on the last episode and it was so cute about people being like, there was just like trans people commenting that were like, it just makes me feel so good to see like trans person like going out into like a gay space. Like that's like kind of intense and it makes me feel like there's like hope, and it was like really cute. And I was like, and I just like do want to have a full bathhouse episode
we
because
need to.
like going into that weekend, like first, I think I like touched on it, but like going into it for some reason, I was just like really, I mean, every once in a while it just hits for me that I'm a very dysphoric person, as we've talked about on the pod, but like I have a lot of dysphoria, and for some reason it just like hits harder than usual. And for some reason on this trip, it just like before I even got there, it kind of like was starting, and then I got there and everyone was just like so hot and so major, and I was like, like I just like it really just hit me, and I was like on the edge of glory. And
I know. I was
like,
there.
I know. And Violet was like helping me. And then we went to the bathhouse and I was like, oh, this is just a bad time for me to go here. Cause you like walk around, you're like naked. And just like, I was like, I don't know. Like,
You
this
don't
isn't-
have to be naked. You can wear a towel.
right.
But you
Which-
do get naked at one point.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know if this is the time for me. I'm like, I've been before Love It, like Slay. I was like, I don't know. And then Violet was just like, it's so crazy. I have so much to talk. I really, when I get
We
back,
just have to do a bathhouse
when
episode.
we have to have a bathhouse episode, I'm just gonna touch on it. And when I get back, like I want to go to like the beach with you and have like a heart to heart. Like I like love, like yes, like I want to be. I talk about spiritual mama because like I've just been through it. Like I was there, and then like, Violet was like, babe, like you could like be like it here, like you know, you could be like your own diva, like you could be the star of the show if you wanted to.
Babe,
and, like,
everybody
in the-
wants to you.
And in the back, like before, like I always like had issues with like my therapist and stuff because I was like, oh, like I would be like, what's the point of this? Like that one day I just wake up and like radically accept like my body, like that's
Yeah.
just like delusional. Like I know what I am. Like I was like so like pessimist about my body, and it's just so weird. And then when you said that, I was like, yeah, like that's cool. Like I want that. And it literally like that, like maybe yesterday, the day before, I was thinking about it and I was like, this is like the first time in my life where I like thought that I like wanted that, if that makes sense. Like in the before, I'd be like, no, like I don't want that. Like it's like, no, like I'm never gonna have that. Like that was the first time I was like, I was like, oh yeah, I could have that. And I do want to walk around naked, like with my body that I have now. And I was like, the first time I ever felt that. So I'm like, oh my God, maybe I will be like, I know, isn't that cute? And so now I'm like, okay, like I do see this, like, I guess like when all of my therapists were telling me to like radically accept or whatever, I just like literally wasn't ready, like mentally or
Right. It
spiritually
takes
or anything
time.
to like even understand what that meant. And then now I like went there and I was like, oh yeah, I do want to be like with my body and like run around here and happy. And I was like, oh, that's the first time I've like wanted that ever.
There's a lot of growth.
I
on the
know,
trip.
it was like really cute. And then my therapist like me and Violet got in like a tiff while we were there, and I luckily had a therapy appointment the next day scheduled, and I was just like, there was just some like words being thrown out of the things, and I was like telling her, I was just like, it just upsets me, and she's like, well, you just are, I think like you and Violet both are like telling each other that you are have these issues, and then you both like love each other so much. Like Violet's like the most important person in your life, so you're like hyper aware if she says little things like that. But if someone else said that, you probably wouldn't even think it's like in the same way. And I was like, true. And she's like, but you just like love her so much that it's like you're like a little too hyper aware of it. And I was like, yeah, I guess that is true. And so I was like, yeah, I do need to be like more, I just need to realize that. And I was like, okay.
Oh, I don't even remember really what happened. It's the same thing that always happens.
Well, yeah, we can talk about that later, but
We'll
yeah,
talk
it was
about
just,
that later for sure.
but yeah, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, well, for sure, which another No Gorge exclusive, like 100%, like we and Violet have been talking about this for like months now, but like it's giving no more alcohol for me.
I don't think so for me
It's
either.
No Gorge sobriety. Like every time like we get into like a fight or something and it's like so stupid, I'm like, we were drunk. Like that's just so not okay to me. I'm like, why is that?
Yes, there was alcohol involved
Yeah,
every time.
and it's every time.
Every time, yes.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like, I'm like, no amount of like fun alcohol moment is worth like a fight like that with you. So I'm just like, what am I doing? And also, it's not even fun to me drinking.
I don't like drinking.
Drinking is so lame. And it's so funny. Rewind to our like other episode where you're like, what are the kids doing? Drinking kombucha in their vans. And now we're like, yeah, fuck drinking.
I mean, I like drinking. Like, I went out yesterday and we had a gorgeous dinner and I had 2 craft cocktails at dinner. And then I went and I had a beer at Hot Dog and then I went home. And it's like, that's great. Like, have a little craft cocktail to take the edge off. Like, love that. Shots? No.
No. I don't even think like full party. I think like ever. Like I don't even want to go to a party and like have cocktails throughout the night. Like I think like that
No.
at dinner.
I think
with,
cocktails
like,
at dinner
a
is like my
wine or a
limit.
craft cocktails baboosh.
A cider, a
Like
fruit wine,
yeah, just like no more to me. Like nothing is worth that.
no
Like, nothing is
shots.
just like not. But
Blech.
so that's a weird fun No Gorge update. No Gorge sobriety.
Interesting for sure. Well, that was incredible. A lot of other stuff is just going on in the world. I feel like I haven't even been like caught up with really like what's happening like
Well,
outside
time
of
for
What's going on right now?
what's
you know
going
what's
on
going
right
on
now.
now is that we were so lucky that we were weekend 1 front row for Gaga because
Why?
like
Oh,
this
'cause
bitch
of
is fucking gagging me left and right, like slapping me every day. Like that Brazil show, I cannot believe
I can't believe it either. It
her
was,
rehearsal. I don't like.
I haven't
What?
seen any of this stuff because I had no phone for a while and now
Bitch,
I
Gaga
just
did
got
like her rehearsal the day before for her big like Brazil show.
uh-huh.
Like the most amount of fans ever showed up for the rehearsal, and she treated it like a fucking concert. It was crazy, and she was like,
It's
"This feels like
crazy.
the real show, but it's like just a rehearsal." And then the next day, like how? Which also, I don't need to get into this. I posted on my Finsta. I don't think you saw because your phone was gone, but I posted on my Finsta. This like I am pause up all down. Like I love her, love it. Someone needs to explain this fucking Brazil concert to me. I don't get it. Like
Well,
so
I
did
saw the
Madonna
numbers.
invent this Brazil concert? Because was this happening before but like no one was this famous, or did Madonna invent this, or what is this? Do you
Well,
know?
our manager is obsessed with Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
So on my like feed when I got my phone back, something popped up that was like Gaga, 2.2 million people showed up to Gaga in Rio. And I was like, oh, Madonna's gonna be pissed about
Which Madonna was
this.
posting a bunch of Brazil content. And I'm like, is this why? Like I was like, what is going on?
Well, and then so I sent it to our manager and he's like, that's a lie. Like it's 1.6 million capacity, like, and sending like
You can't have a
comparisons and all
capacity
this stuff.
outside though. Okay, but that's my other thing about this
Baby,
concert.
I don't know and I don't care.
This is my other thing about this concert. So I'm like, okay, so like in my viewpoint, I've never seen this before. Madonna did it. So and it's called like Cabana or something. Like I don't even know what it's called. But I'm like, did Madonna invent this, or just like was it small and then Madonna like blew it out of the water and then Gaga decided? Don't know. That's my first question. Second question. What does that even mean that there's 2.5 million people there? That's the whole city of Los Angeles. So you're telling me like I'm sitting in my house and Gaga's performing in Beverly Hills and I like attended? Like I don't get it. That's the whole city. Like what do you mean 2.5
Yeah,
million
like,
people?
were there monitors, like
There were monitors like kind of, but it's
throughout
like
the whole
not
city? Like, I don't
2.5
get
million
it
people
either.
down.
I don't know what 2.5 million people looks like. Like, I know there was, like,
The
pictures of it
city of Los Angeles has 3 million people. That is literally like saying the whole city went to Gaga.
to one place.
Like that's like, oh,
I don't
Gaga's
know
at the
how
Hollywood. It's like, and
logistically.
I'm like at my house. I'm like and like like listening to her. I'm like the concert was great. Like I don't get it. Which, not taking away from it, I love it. Like I want her to have 10 million people. Like love it. But it's like, and then I'm like was texting our friend Jesse about it, and he was like, yeah, I mean, I guess every concert has like technically 8 billion people. We're just not close. Like the whole
Literally,
world
like
is like
like,
technically.
we're technically there.
Like I didn't go to Kylie with you, but like I
it happened
coulda-
and you
like,
were
I
existing
heard,
while
I
it
love
happened.
Like
Yeah.
right, like watching a live stream, and you're like, I was there.
That's what's going on right now. Another thing that's going on right now that I wanted to start the episode with, but it's a little difficult to talk about, is the passing of I'm going to say one of the legendary Rue girls.
I would say so too. Yeah, Jiggly Caliente died, which was so sad. We were in PV, and one of my friends who was actually visiting her before she died, because she like her family posted that she unfortunately had like a leg infection and she had to get it amputated. And then I saw that and I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. And I texted her and I was like, I hope you're okay. And like sending love or whatever. And then my friend called me when I was getting ready in PV and she was like, they're taking the breathing tube out. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I just read that she's like healing
On the-
vibes,
on
like,
the
and they're
mend.
like, no. And like, I saw Manila was there and Fifi was there. So she had like a ton of people around her. But yeah, they told me that the day before, and I was like, maybe they didn't like know, and they were just upset, and like, so I like wasn't telling anyone, and then I saw it online. I was like, no. And we had like just gotten back from the club, and I was like, it was just off. It's just the
It's
saddest
so
thing.
sad, and it just like time just doesn't stop, and like you never know what's gonna happen, and it just like reminded me, as I get older, as we all get older, it's gonna happen. This type of thing is gonna continue to happen, and it just keeps reminding you like you can't take life for granted. You have to live it to the fullest. You never know, this could be your last day. All of those things. And then, of course, it got me thinking about Jiggly, and like we used to dorm together at PEG. They had like an artist dorm. It was me, her, and Carmen Carrera, and we would just like sleep on twin beds. And she was like the funniest bitch ever,
Yeah, she was
like
amazing.
crazy funny. And then I like went back and was watching some of her like iconic moments, and like one of my favorite things that she ever said on Drag Race was when they like are coming for her for not knowing how to sew. It's like her and LaShawn Beyond are like fighting. There's two things she says that are fucking iconic, and one of them I think we need to bring back in the zeitgeist, just like in her honor. Like her and LaShawn are going back and forth about like LaShawn not knowing how to do makeup and Jiggly not knowing how to sew. And LaShawn's like, you're making excuses, and Jiggly's like, no, the fuck I'm not. All I'm saying is this is what I did, and this is what happened, and that's that. And then LaShawn delivers the iconic line, this is not RuPaul's best friend race. And Jiggly goes, before LaShawn can even finish, this is not RuPaul's best friend race, Jiggly goes, no shit, Sherlock.
This is not RuPaul's best friend, right?
Sherlock.
And I think we need to bring back no shit, Sherlock in her honor.
I
Like
want
it
No
is,
Shit,
that
Sherlock
is
every day.
so funny to
No,
say.
One of my favorite,
Like, you
Jiggly-
got me, Sherlock
Yeah,
Holmes.
yeah,
You
you got
figured
me.
me out.
I love when I was like saw a clip the other day that I forgot which one said it, but it was like one of her girls on her season were like, do you actually think you can win this competition? And she goes, and Phoebe goes, that was too long of a pause.
The other thing I love about her is when she said, Beyonce don't be sewing her own shit, which is so tea. Like,
she's just like so amazing. I was like, season 4 of Drag Race was one of the first seasons that like really just like changed like my
Changed
shit,
the
like the way
game.
I saw drag, like
Oh,
like Willem's
that
fashion,
season changed
like
drag.
just like Sharon being so all like just like so many. I was like, this was like drag like I've never seen it. Like
Yeah.
the shoes Willem would break, like it was just like whoa.
It changed drag.
Yeah, I was like, I never saw spooky drag before. I never saw like fashion before. Like that was like, whoa, this is crazy to me. And I was like obsessed. So like when I started doing makeup, I like was like, I need to do the season 4 girls, like for sure. And so I would
Oh, that
done-
was like the pivotal season.
yeah, and I did Jiggly a few times, and one of my favorites ever was like one of her music videos. But I posted on my story when she passed away, and I like I'm like in the video with her and like Alaska and stuff, and like doing her makeup, and I'm just like so crazy how like time is.
Ugh, and she looked so beautiful in that
Yeah,
video.
no, I like one of my favorite mugs like I've ever done, and ever since then I was like going through our old texts and DMs, and she just like anytime anyone on Drag Race would do anything ugly or anything, she would send it to me as if we were like best friends, and she'd be like, just wanted to read. Like she was always down to just like
she was down to
off
Kiki and
read. Like I
And
hadn't
she was
talked to her in
also-
like months and months and months, and all of a sudden she would like send me a text of how like ugly Tina Burner looked. I'd be like, okay, like I'd be like, okay.
And she was also down to give you your flowers. I remember she was always she'd be like, bitch, you're sickening, you're this, you're that. Always down to like tell someone when she thought they were sickening and Kiki about some funny ass shit.
Yeah, she's the
And
best.
she was from the seasons of drag where it was like you were your own individual person. It wasn't some homogenized copy paste drag. Like, no, like Jiggly Caliente was like from this place in New York, regional. She like has her whole narrative as like it just comes from her own perspective of drag and comes from her own perspective of gender fluidity and of gender expression, and like came to Drag Race with of her own fresh perspective, and like she's one of those girls, and I feel
Yeah.
like those seasons are so sacred.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we did many shots and cheers for Jiggly in PV, and I did one last night, and I just wanted to just mention it here because I think it's
really important for sure.
it's important to just remember who Jiggly was and who she is and who she will always be, and just also take a moment to remind everyone, including ourselves, like this is not forever and it can change like that.
Yeah, no, my friend called me to tell me about her passing away. She was just like, it's just, I wanted to call you because it's just like a reminder, like an important time to like call your loved ones and like say I love you, and it's just like important, and sometimes we forget.
I know, we definitely do.
So on that note, everyone, call your loved ones, tell them I love them. I love you
And live it up. I love you too.
so much, forever and always. And I love all of you guys out there watching and listening so much, and thank you for being here. Well, I have to go because I have to go do a full shoot today. Check out our Patreon because we are accepting questions. We have a few episodes from a few weeks ago where we like go on our Patreon and listen to voice memos and we give advice or answer questions. So we'll do that and do more of that in the studio.
We're gonna be in the studio like we need to bank some episodes, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna kill it. So let us know what you want to hear, talk about, and then head over to the Patreon and leave some voice memos, and we'll answer anything you want to know. And yeah,
Nothing is off limits.
nothing's awful.
Oh my god, I just remembered some more stuff that happened at the bathhouse.
The bathhouse is crazy. We're gonna have a full
bathhouse episode.
bathhouse ep. Yeah,
For sure.
have to.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the magazines.
Love you.
Bye,
Bye,
Gorge.
No Gorge.
That was a HeadGum podcast.